Just tell everybody who's your child in the team.
Kyle Forbes.
Samuel Lawson.
William Burns.
I know Carl very well, but other people don't know how long he's been here.
It started under 10s, so pretty much right at the start of U14 Juniors setting up. So he's been there with the team since the start.
What's the difference been like? Just explain to people what it's been like for the last couple of years coming into this season now and sort of seeing them being so successful.
I think it's a lot to do with Ed, their coach. He's seen them growing from being obviously these primary school children, getting into the secondary school, hormones kicking off and everything.
And we've just spoken off camera there about Will, and I've spoken to him earlier about when he started at the club. He's been with us a few years now. We think probably 4
years, 4 seasons.
What difference from that first season to this season?
I think it's just a progression over the years. The sort of core of the team that started, there's a few that has been there from the start, and then they've added to that over the years. A few have left, a few come back, and probably the last season they've actually managed to get. They always struggled for a keeper, and so now in this last season they've got 2 keepers, 2 good keepers, and the defence is strong, and then all through the whole team is just working really well, especially this last season.
In terms of today, it's quite a big game. How's Samuel been preparing for it? Has he been excited?
Very excited, but took a lot of time to just relax, and so you know what that means for the not 14-year-olds. So a lot of fun fingers and playing.
I think in the early years it was quite dispiriting because they took quite a long time to gel together, and they were losing like 13-1 almost every week. But I think what's been really great is they've just persevered, and they've persevered so well, and just this season it's clicked. And I think Ed was saying last week that they haven't lost a match now since September.
Match predictions?
3-1.
3-1.
To Lillington, obviously. Yeah.
obviously. Okay. And George?
I think it's even closer to 2-1.
I'd say 5-2.
Do you know what? I think they're going to need to go really hard from the start, because I wouldn't be surprised if the opposition tried to jump them right from the whistle.
Is that a racing pun, by the way? Because we've got.
We are on the racetrack, aren't we? But no, I think they're going to have to go straight in from the very beginning. I wouldn't like to call it, because I think it depends on how strong the opposition are, and I think we've played them before, and they're a tough team.
Jordan, so today, big game.
Yeah, very big game, cup final.
And remind us who you're playing?
We're playing.
You don't know, do you?
No, I do. I've just. I'm blank.
Race Club Warwick.
Wellesbourne.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's only because Will helped you over there.
Yeah.
Loving the black and white colour. What do you reckon?
It's fantastic. It signifies Newcastle United.
Yeah, well, high five that. definitely. I'm not just saying this, but he's probably my favourite player at the club, outside my own sons. What do you put this season's success down to?
Mainly new players and Ed, because he's definitely changed in the pre-match talks anyway. Because before it was like, don't worry, we'll try again next time if we lost. But now it's a lot more firm. And
so he went in almost quite negative before the game, saying, "Don't worry if you lose today, we'll try again next week."
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, we can do this. We've done all through the season. You've got to just do it again. So.
And how do you feel about this season?
We've done really well compared to other seasons. I think mostly the signing of George and Sam's come alive, so yeah.
So, you're not in a goalie kit today.
No.
So, Flav's in goal.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Not that bad, because me and Ed struck a deal about it. We said that Flav will be in goal for the entire match today, and then for the remaining games of the season, I'm going to goal. So, to be honest, I don't feel really that bad about it. Obviously, though, if he does terribly, then I'll be kind of like, oh well, I should have gone a goal then.
Fantastic. And have you seen a difference in? I mean, you mentioned about his team talks. Have you seen any of the difference in Ed over the years in terms of his coaching style, how he is with you?
We used to have other coaches as well. Like we used to have like side coaches that would help Ed out. But now I think because as we're getting older, it's becoming more easy for him to coach us. I think because we're not like little kids running around anymore.
The big question that everybody wants to know is who's a better goalkeeper, you or Flav?
Me.
No hesitation, definitely you.
Yeah, he's more agile, and he's got better handling, but I'm better at diving and I'm better at saving pens and everything. So.
Sam, 3-2. How do you feel?
Our team played really well. There was a couple of chances we should have put through, and I should have put through as well. We played really strong, and we did, like, George scored an amazing free kick as well, which was what we needed, and that got us back in the game for a bit, but we were just a bit unlucky at the end of the day. Could have played a little bit stronger.
I suppose we'll talk quickly about the match, very quickly. How are you feeling?
Gutted, in a word, yeah. I thought the lads all season have really sort of knuckled down, played for each other, worked hard. They worked hard today, and bar a couple of sucker punches on the break, I thought we were the better team for the vast majority of it.
It's a strange game because I think 2-1 down with 5 minutes to go, then you get that equaliser. And actually, after that, there's an opportunity to go on and actually win it at the end.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I thought once we got that equaliser, I thought, all right, our tails are going to be up. We're going to push on. They're under pressure. They might wobble a bit, and then all of a sudden, ball goes over the top, like they had done all game. And yeah, 3-2. All of a sudden, we need to get another goal just to take it to extra time.
Let's talk about the season as a whole.
Yeah.
I know you've got the Cup Runner-Up trophy in your left hand, so show us the Cup Runner-Up trophy, and show us the other one. Now, talk to us about that one.
So this one, from the first game of the season, the lads have sort of really played some good football. We had one loss back on the 20th of September. Other than that, they've gone the rest of the season undefeated. Just one draw in there, 13 wins, 8 on the spin. And they've run away with it. They've by far been the best team in the league, even though, yeah, we've rode our luck 1 or 2 games, but best team in the league. You make your own luck, and I think they've done that this season.
But what would you say has been the reason for the difference in performances and results?
So, going back in time, the effort was the first thing I sort of focused on. Get the effort in there. And they know then what's required to win. They learnt that, and then in sort of beginning of last season, under 13s, they won as many as they lost, and they knew with that they knew how to grind out a result with that effort. But the football they were playing, on the other hand, was at times really impressive. And then this season, they've carried that on, and they've not had to grind out the results as much because the style of football, other teams at times just can't deal with it. 29 goals in 10 games and only 5 conceded was, that's testament to how good the lads have become.
Something that coaches and players, I think, take for granted at times is the support that they get from the parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, and other family members. So, is there a message you want to send out to the guys that were here today, on the side, cheering them on, not just today but the whole of the season?
Support has been incredible all season. They've turned up, rain, wind, snow sometimes if the game doesn't get called off, but they'll still turn up, they'll still cheer the boys on, and I think the way they play repays the parents in so many ways other than just results. I'm incredibly proud of them.